Yeah, I think the one other thing I kind of want to talk about is just like giving back to the sport and everything, like
Sure.
finding a new way to kind of stay with it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've been trying to do is get more into like announcing,
Oh, okay.
which has been
Yeah.
kind of fun. Like I love
Dude,
I love announcing.
You're out of anyone I know can like get people going and like start up a vibe and get the crowd. Yeah.
Like I do the skate night at Garfinkel's,
Yeah.
the nightclub, which is so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
and like I love kind of playing around with it a little bit and like
Yeah.
using certain phrases and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really really good. Like Craig, like I don't know. I guess imitation is the best form of flattery.
Totally. Like you just watch his stuff and like, oh, I can do that. I can do that.
Dude, Craig's, it's funny. I always joke about it. He's like the Tony Romo of snowboarding. Like,
Really?
he can do both sides. He can like announce it so well.
Yeah.
And he's like, obviously a phenomenal snowboarder.
Yeah.
Craig McMorris, for those who are wondering. But
Yeah. No, he's got the personality, but he's also got the smarts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the way he kind of breaks down tricks and everything like that is just I don't know. He does a really really good job.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I like totally copy him and imitate him, but he's definitely like one guy that like 1 a.m. I went down to Seymour with John.
Oh, yeah.
We went and did a contest down there.
Yeah.
And I got to announce it, and I had a lot of fun with it. Like when I announce,
Yeah.
it's funny. People are like, you totally change your voice and everything. I'm like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Garfinkel's for the skate night.
Yeah. But you got to play it up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
everything, eh?
Yeah, no, it's
Man, that's fun though. That's something I love to see. Like you're watching a comedy show or something, the way they can like manage a crowd and things like that. That's a really cool skill.
yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I can do another couple kind of announcing gigs this summer. But yeah, it's definitely one thing that I've been trying to get more into.
Yeah. Put it out there if anyone's got announcing.
Yeah,
gigs,
if anybody
Connor's
wants
Connor's in.
announcing
Yeah.
gig, I can do it for you.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But yeah, also hockey players and stuff, or like hockey commentary and everything.
Yeah.
Like when you hear them and just like the word play they use and kind of like describing everything, it's really really cool.
Man, you probably listen to it differently now, hey? Like how they describe certain things, and how they carry conversation.
The one good thing about, which I've never done,
Yeah.
is they usually have two people.
Okay.
Right? So they usually have one person who's like full on describing exactly what's going down. And the other person is more like analyzing it.
Yeah.
So if something happens, they'll be like, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this pass that happened over here that, created this goal opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of more analyzing it, and then you have the one guy who's describing, like me. I kind of got to do like almost both.
Yeah,
at the same
that's
time.
tough.
And also when you have two people, at least you can like have a bit of conversation.
You can throw things off
Exactly.
each other. You can bounce it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can talk to each other. Well, when you're by yourself, you're just kind of up there.
And you're bringing all the energy yourself,
But the best way to kind of get around that is you just talk about like thanking sponsors or whatever.
Right.
Like
yeah.
when I was at Mount Seymour, like thank you Mount Seymour for throwing on this event. Like kind of going that way.
Fill the space.
You fill the space exactly when there's nothing going on. But anyone's got any commentary? Then
you're there. Yeah.
I'd be stoked.
That's a cool. Yeah. That's a smart thing though. Like you're kind of. Sustainability is everything. That's a way that you can stay in. In it and still be around, but then like you got that facet and this one, like it's just good to be.
And also being like adaptable too.
Yeah.
Like obviously, snowboarding is kind of going through a lot of it's always changing. Like every industry is always changing.
Totally.
There's peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
And trying to stay with it while just adapting, and that's one thing that I'm really excited to kind of learn about business.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where you're going to be doing really, really well, and there's times where you're going to be losing a lot, and just being like, okay, why? And that was a big thing with this Onward book that I read.
Yeah.
With Starbucks is, okay, why are we doing bad? And like looking into it, and I read Ed Catmull, who was the CEO of Pixar.
Yeah.
Or might still be.
Yeah.
But he kind of talks about it, and he says when things are going good, is usually when you got to step back, because when things are going good, you're not really thinking about anything going wrong.
Right.
And then you kind of start, maybe a bad habit, or maybe you start getting lazy here.
Yeah.
And then it starts to kind of create a downfall. Yeah. And then usually it comes with a crash, and then you're like, oh, like how did this happen?
Yeah.
So when things are going bad, you're like, okay, we're on it. We need to fix these certain problems.
Super.
Things are going good. You're not really looking at what's going wrong because why would you? Things are going well, so you don't think you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah. So to always be able to take that step back and just be mindful that you know it can always kind of go away.
Yeah, and changing. Being adaptable and changing, maybe business model, or maybe your snowboarding. Maybe you went from being a pro to, okay, how do I want to stay in snowboarding? Oh, maybe I'll start coaching.
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
Oh, being able to pivot is huge, and that's with any industry, like especially with how so quickly our world changes, like with the internet and stuff like that. Like next year, social media could be a completely different place versus this year. So if that's what you rely on, like you need to be able to pivot quickly. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's another thing, kind of being an investor or being the CEO or a business, is having kind of a plan B, or having something to fall back on. Yeah. Okay, all right, well, this revenue isn't making me much, and that's a big thing with, success stories. They always say, having like more than one stream of income. Right. Yeah. Having 3 or 4 streams of income, and be like, all right, so if I get laid off, my job's not doing well, the bar's closed. Yeah. All right, well, at least I still have money coming in from here. And that's kind of my biggest thing right now, is trying to create those streams of revenue coming in, so that if something does happen down the long road, which, even if I get sick or something like that, or, I get hurt, all right, well, maybe I'm not now making money from bartending, but now I'm making money from my side business. I can do that from the computer. I can do that from beach days. I have investments too. Maybe I can start making money from that. So that is really crucial, is having other game plans.
Yeah, not all your eggs are in one basket. You're not relying on one thing to work. Yeah. You've got everything coming around. Yeah. Oh, it's smart. Yeah. On it. So, it's nice to see the passion. I love being around passionate people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one thing that I've never done a podcast, so this has been fun. So hopefully, I don't know, people will listen to this.
Yeah. I never know, honestly. Like, they're all new, but I mean, I think everyone's got something unique. Like, I think you've got, a lot going for you, and really cool takes, and I think people respect that,
Mm-hmm. And another thing is just like taking opportunities, like you were like, hey, do you want to come on this podcast? I was like, 100%. Like, why not? Yeah. I've never been on one. It's one, I like this. Like, I really enjoy, being here and just, talking about, my perspective, and, people can interpret that however they want.
Yeah, and share to it, and
like same with like commentating. Like John was like, hey, you want to come down to Seymour and commentate?
Yeah,
100%. And just taking those opportunities and see what they lead you, because you never know. Like, maybe it's a dead end road right after that, but maybe you totally bomb. Who knows? But until you kind of get out there and put yourself there.
Yeah, that's a big thing though. You have to be willing to take the risk. And you have to be willing to suck. Like, I think that's one thing that a lot of people miss in snowboarding. That they they get to a certain level and they're like, oh no, I can't do this trick because then I'll look like, look bad because I'll be like, sucking at this, or you're like, oh, I don't want to go commentate. What if I can't do it, kind of thing. Yeah. But being able to be like, I'll take this opportunity. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. Yeah. There's some value in that. I think.
And another thing, you don't really know what you like until you try it too.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought that I'd like commentating until I kind of started doing it.
And you're like, shit, this is sick.
Like, oh, this is actually like really, really fun. And like, I like it because like most of the commentating I've done is at Garfinkel's for the skate night. Yeah. So what that is like people come in and it's just game of skate, SKATE. Yeah. Like trick for trick, both the competitors are going. Yeah. And because I know obviously them like pretty personally, like I'll kind of put in like hidden gems and everything like that. Yeah. And they love it, man. Like they always come up and they'll be like, oh man, that was so funny when you said that. Like having a bit of humor with it too.
Dude, I've been in there just been screaming, just like it's been
Or like the giveaways and stuff like that. Like getting the crowd fired up. Like I love doing that too.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you that good feeling.
Yeah.